Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday, the 24th of July 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the wonderful Golden Girls tarot cards again for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Saturday and what the day is going to look like. So let me choose my 3 cards and see what's going on. Let's have a look. We also have a full moon in Aquarius happening on this day. It happens early in the morning, and that's based on Europe time. So check out that video if you want some more information on that. Let's see what the cards want to say. First, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Then we've got the Star. Lovely. And the 4 of Cups. Very interesting. Okay. So we've got the message I'm getting first and foremost is that some sort of a hardship or a rejection or a difficulty or even an illness, something which initially seems to be a real downer and a real problem in your life, is there because it appears so strongly that you become aware of it for the first time. And because you become aware of it, you realize that it is a problem so that you can release it and you can be much freer and you can let your real light shine. The key is not to be discouraged or to initially start telling yourself some negative story when something that's less than ideal happens and going into self-pity mode or really kind of ruminating and marinating in your own, despair or negativity. That's the potential warning that we've got. If you realize that this is in your life today because you're supposed to become aware of it, then you can actually do something about it and you can stay in this constructive frame of mind and really become a lot freer, not just on this day, but in general. So it's a day that offers a lot, but like pretty much most days, not everyone's going to take up that lesson or that opportunity. And some people are going to go with, well, I feel sorry for myself, I'll just tune out for the rest of the day. And then the opportunity is lost. And that's why the cards are saying, heads up, if something seems less than perfect, it's actually a blessing in disguise. Don't believe it as what it appears to be, first and foremost. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles, we've got a stained glass window. So we've got some sort of institution that exists in the physical world. And they have shut Blanche out. So she's outside, they're inside in the nice toasty warmness. She's outside in the rain by herself. So there's a separation between me and them. So the world has rejected me because they didn't buy my book proposal. Everyone hates me because I wasn't invited to the party. Everyone else looks amazing. I'm the only one who has to go to the gym and work like a fiend to get anywhere near what other people have got. All those kind of thoughts like, everyone else is great except me. Poor me. What about me? So don't go overboard with that. We all know we've all been there and done that. And, sometimes the world, like things get so negative, it's almost comical. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but the rain is really a good example. Like you've just been dumped and kicked out of someone's house and you're now standing outside weeping. It's like, did this just happen? And then the clouds open and you get drenched. And you just look around, you're just like, is this really happening? Or is this like some sort of cosmic joke? Okay. So if that happens, especially if you make yourself laugh because it just seems so OTT, then really pay attention and say, okay, what am I supposed to learn here and how can I let go of this forever? Because when something becomes that clear and straight up in your face like that, so you can even laugh at it, not only recognize it, but see how ludicrous it is, then you're on track to really be done with it and to let go of it. So she's got this purple cloak protecting her. So purple is spirituality and faith and realizing who you are and remembering who you are. You're not, if the golf club kicks you out, you're going to survive, You'll be just fine. So don't assign too much importance to things that don't seem to embrace you. There are other options that you can pursue. And with the purple cloak, it's protecting her. So it's your faith and remembering who you are and your higher self and your ancestors and your guides and your angels, connecting with those. They're going to comfort you and get you through this. She's got the bandage around her hand. So trying to get sympathy for some sort of hardship isn't going to work today. The doors will still slam. If you're sitting there in the living room like that with a pillow across you and you're like, oh, someone needs to come in here and cheer me up, they'll take one look at this and say, well, we'll just leave Rose to it because she seems to be in the middle of someone. Sympathy isn't in the middle of something. Sympathy isn't going to work today. What's going to work is self-reliance, independence, and remembering who you are. If you feel down or negative, then it's really up to you to kind of dig your way out of that, because in reality, things aren't that bad. You've still got a lot to be grateful for, and you've got an opportunity to let go of one negative cycle once and for all. So the 17th card of the Major Arcana, the Star, we've got Blanche there pouring out this water, and the water is a symbol of faulty beliefs and negative emotions and things that you've clung on to for a while that no longer serve you. They may have served you in the past, but they no longer serve you. So it's time to accept that they don't serve you and to let go of them. And then you drop the weight and you become the light, sparkly, shining individual that you've always been without the negativity. And you're really able to inspire other people, but you're also able to learn from this and to apply it to other circumstances in your life. And you're really able to grow as a person and to remember your worth and to not let yourself be discouraged or blown in a different direction than you'd intended because of trivial temporary things that are going on in the real world. So really, it's the revelation of your worth to yourself. So building genuine self-worth. Finally, the Four of Cups. It's an interesting card. Usually we've got a young man sitting under a tree with his arms crossed, with 3 cups in front of him and one being delivered to him by some disembodied hand reaching out of a cloud, similar to the way it appears here. Although here it seems to just manifest, like ping. All right, so the 3 cups mean that Rose here in this deck, she has a lot of good stuff in her life. She has friends, she has somewhere to live, and she's got a job. All of those things are very good. But she's not feeling those right now because she's dissatisfied. Something else didn't go right. So she's not interested in the good stuff. She's interested in licking her wounds because she's been rejected, or she hurt her hand, or the competition didn't put her first the way she'd intended. Ultimately, something has hacked her off and she just wants to stew in it for a little bit. The problem with that is that you really get into this negative space and you create more of it, but the longer you stay in it. And here we've got a cup manifesting itself, and that's another blessing, like the good job, like the friends. This could be a new relationship or a check or a day where you just feel like you're in perfect physical health. It's some sort of other blessing. And because she's so wrapped up in her negative experience and she's still kind of mulling it over, she misses this and can't put it on the table, so she misses a real blessing. So don't let a blessing in disguise affect you negatively so that you miss out on the real good. When there is a blessing in disguise, try and keep your chin up and try and stay productive and positive, learn from it and receive the next blessing that's coming your way. But it's about trying to keep this mood level on the up. Regardless of what happens, if you're all over the place, then you're so occupied with the self that you're likely to miss something good. And it could be as simple as realizing that you didn't need to be a part of that club and that you still feel good about yourself. And then the blessing is that you're far less needy because you realize that you love yourself and you don't need everyone else's approval. It could be as simple as that. Or it could be losing your job and feeling devastated about it, but accepting that it happened for whatever reason, telling a friend about it who happens to need someone else. You learn the lesson not to do it again. Plus, by talking about it, you open up and you connect with someone who has an opportunity for you. And because You weren't just isolating and ruminating about it, but you were talking it through with another person. You get another blessing and you have a new position. I mean, that's just an example, but that's the kind of vibe we've got here. Keep going up and up and up and keep busy and productive and constructive. So you receive this blessing here and you can really let your light shine rather than taking something which is only meant to be a kind of guiding light, taking it too seriously and letting it put down the whole day. So that's the trap to avoid. 17 and 4 is 21. And 5 is 26. 2 and 6 is 8. And 8 is power and strength in numerology. It's the strength card in the tarot. So you really have much more resilience and stamina and strength than you realize. And don't waste it on something that's trivial. It may be a little bit of a downer, but it's just trivial. It's temporary. Focus on the good stuff. Yeah, and don't let yourself be discouraged. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.